You say it's going to the Sun Road, so wouldn't that be going to the Sun?
That would be that way.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And that's where we're going. But there's a path here for people to stand.
Yeah.
That's a little freaky right there, to be honest with you. I think it's a little freaky. Glad Mark's driving. Mark, you awake?
Oh, I'm just kind of dozing, but, you know, there's a bumper car.
I learned something new today. I learned that if you have a truck that's on fire, that you pull into a gas station. We're the only car here. You notice I'm not wearing the right footwear.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is part 2 of our experience at Glacier National Park. In part 1, we hiked to Grinnell Glacier Lake. It was absolutely amazing. And Ken and I took our very first whitewater rafting trip.
This is part 2 of our trip to Glacier National Park, where we drove the very famous Going to the Sun Road and hiked the beautiful, epic Avalanche Lake Trail.
If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you're enjoying the videos, please give us a like and ring the bell if you'd like to be notified of upcoming videos. And now, part 2 of Glacier National Park.
Well, it's the start of another epic day. We've had pretty epic things with the Grinnell Glacier and the whitewater rafting yesterday. And what's today?
Road to the Sun.
Road to the Sun. Why do they call it Going to the Sun Road? Other than the fact that when you leave early, you drive into the sun because you're facing east. Anybody know?
Sounds like a
fun fact.
Sounds like an answer for Cliff Clavin from Cheers.
Cliff Clavin. Cliff Clavin. I haven't heard that name in a while, but
that's a throwback.
That's a throwback. Anybody know why they call it Going to the Sun Road? Leave a comment.
I have no idea.
Okay, leave a comment below if you know.
Bueller?
I'll tell you in 1, 2, 3. It's because it's going to the Sun Mountain. Imagine that. That's, you know,
the name of the mountain.
Who was the marketing genius that came up with that road name? But anyway, some more epic footage coming up. That's a little freaky right there, to be honest with you.
You are a pill, I swallow it. Take me away to Neverland, where colors fade my disbelief and make me forget my memories. Rent a car you can't afford, put on a song that we both know. Let your hair out in the wind, put the pedal to the floor, flame your light and take a smoke. Put your broken rip-off wafers on. Doesn't matter if the sun goes down, we'll still be up, still be up. Don't care about the place we found. We'll still be up, still be up. We're in this together, we both fall down. Doesn't matter if the sun goes up, cause we will still be high when the lights out. When the lights out. Cause we will still be high when the lights out. be high with the lights off.
It's too bad the sun is here because it won't photograph clear.
Well, I do say it's going to the Sun Road, so wouldn't that be going to the Sun?
That would be that way.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And that's where we're going.
Pam is a rule breaker.
That's the best.
You know that.
We have there's a guardrail right here.
Stop.
The guardrail.
Stop. That's.
And hers right there.
But there's a path here for people to stand.
Yeah.
Come on over, Ken. Come on over to the other side.
Notice the stance.
And this is the reason why.
Yeah, the stance is a very defensive stance. I'm not going over the edge, no matter what it takes. Now, Pam, on the other hand, she may be going over the edge.
The park's visitor center is located at Logan Pass, which is also the highest elevation reachable by car in the park. It's an extremely popular area, so be prepared to drive around a few times like we had to get a parking spot. Sitting on the Continental Divide, it's also the location for two of the most popular trails in the park, the Hidden Lake Trail and the Highline Trail. The parking lot of Logan Pass is also where you're likely to see lots of the iconic red jammer buses.
I had an opportunity to interview Andy, one of the drivers of the iconic red buses in Glacier. Unfortunately, the audio on our GoPro 10 did not work for some reason. So let me try and summarize and tell you what he told me about the history of the cars and also why the drivers are called jammers. The original vehicles were featured in 1935 and they were built by the White Motor Company. They had a 318 cubic inch engine which was about 94 horsepower. These vehicles hold 17 passengers and are painted red to resemble the ripe mountain ashberry that is prevalent in Glacier National Park. They've gone through several renovations over the years, even once being powered by propane, then eventually now being powered by a Ford 6.2 liter V8 engine. So why are the drivers called jammers? That's because it resembles a sound that was made in the early days when these cars had manual transmissions and they had a double clutch to change gears. These cars are much different now than they were in the early days. As mentioned, they've got a 6.2 liter gas engine, they have automatic transmissions, and they're geared down to help them navigate the steep incline and declines in Glacier National Park. Andy, I appreciate the interview. Sorry about the audio, and I guarantee next time we come back to Glacier, we'll take a ride in your car. So we're by the Logan Pass Visitor Center here, and this is Hidden Lake Trail up here, but you notice I'm not wearing the right footwear, nor do I have poles. You would need most likely, probably not crampons, crampons, I don't know, but certainly poles. And it's about 1.5 miles from this point up to where the lake is. And it would be a great hike. We didn't know about it, and I did not wear the hiking shoes today. So we're not going to do it. But Pam may decide to go up a little bit. She does have her hiking shoes with. She just got poles delivered this morning, but she did not bring them. So let's see how it goes. Either it's going to be a nice hike or it's going to be a sleigh ride down, one of the two. So we'll see how that turns out. So we got our prerequisite photos of St. Mary Lake behind me. You can see there's actually, it's like a waiting line. I think you have to take a ticket to get to take pictures, because we waited about 20 minutes, had lunch, and then then the line started for taking pictures. So we try to make sure we didn't get those people in our pictures. but as you can see, it continues to go on. So St. Mary's Lake, beautiful place, very iconic.
You are my pill, I swallow it. Take me away, you never let. What colors fade my disbelief and make me forget my memories. Rent a car you can't afford, put on a song that we both know. Let your hair out in the wind. Put the pedal to the floor, play me loud, take a smoke. Put your broken rib off, wafers on. Doesn't matter if the sun goes down, we'll still be up.
I don't know if you can see behind me, there's a buck just kind of walked in and just bedded down right here. So I don't know if you can kind of see it. It's in the shadow, but beautiful animal. Speaking of beauty, it's beauty right there too. Okay, leave a comment below and who you think's going to get in their water first, Pam or Mika. She's going to Mika will probably pull you in the water. I think it's going to be Mika because she's always the line leader, and I think she's going to make sure she goes in. This is Lake McDonald. All right, there she is. How was it?
Oh, it was awesome.
Your feet?
As cold as the falls.
Are your feet? Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Are your feet numb?
No, it's not nearly as cold as this falls.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Maybe you should take a swim. Maybe you should take a swim.
Maybe I should. Going to the Sun Road was everything we expected. It was just amazing. We were so fortunate because it opened only 2 days after we arrived to the park.
So I guess we can classify this as a road hazard. So we took a huge rock in outside of Sheridan, Wyoming, going to Custer's Last Stand, and so the guys here. So it started out with about a 6-inch crack, and it went completely across the whole windshield. So they've got to replace the whole windshield here. First time in 61 years that's been done. So we're back in Glacier National Park. Pam's been dealing with a little bout of, what do they call that? What is it that you had?
It's called COVID.
The COVID. So Pam had another round. That's round 2.
Well, the first one was, what, a year and a half ago?
A year and a half ago, yeah. And I've had round 2 when we were down in Rockport. But, yeah, she's been dealing with it, so she feels a little better today.
Look at this view. If that doesn't make anybody feel better, nothing will.
Is it me that you're videoing, or is it the light?
No, it's this view right here.
Pam, when we started the hike, we couldn't park in the parking lot, right? Parking lot was full.
We had to park a mile down or away from the trailhead, actually.
Yeah, it was about a mile. Not too bad. I mean, it added about, you know, what, I don't know, 7/10 of a mile each way. But when we got here, we had to squeeze in because there was a lot of cars in this spot. And we're the only car here. And as we came down the trailhead, there were people that literally got that first spot by the trailhead. And man, it wasn't handicapped or anything. And they were a family, so I give them, you know, it definitely worked out well for them. But yeah, this is us right here. So if you come to Glacier and you want to hike the Avalanche Trail, try and get a spot because it makes it a whole lot easier than doing this. Anyway, so we're off to have a beer maybe and get some dinner.
We're in Polson, Montana. It's a beautiful little town situated right on the Flathead Lake.
Just down on the base of it, kind of the bottom, I guess the southernmost point of the Flathead Lake. And they told us that if you're in Polson, you have to do this. It's the Miracle of America Museum. And so far what we're seeing is, looks like a pretty cool museum. And I think this is where stuff goes to die, I think. Anyway, let's see what it's all about. You know, Pam's been saying, you know, she likes our alliance, but she's thinking it may be time to trade something in. So we found this little beauty. And, yeah.
I think it's the one.
This could be the one. It's a fixer-upper. Oh yeah, we could do something with this. I just hope this door doesn't close behind me and they can't get me out. This is pretty cool. Yeah, I can see Pam over there in that seat and me over there in that seat, and you got the AM radio. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta say, luxury's been great, but let's go back to basics.